Well, good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bobby Hannon. An update on the structure fire at the Morningside Country Estates that happened on Tuesday and displaced around 40 people is our top story at 5:30. A release by the Sioux City Fire Rescue said on Tuesday at around 4:40 p.m. Sioux City Fire Rescue responded to a structure fire located at 1331 South Maple Street in Building F. Upon arrival, firefighters found smoke and flames coming from the roof of the three-story apartment building. The fire caused extensive damage to the building and it has been red tagged by the city, deeming it uninhabitable. Officials said 22 of the 23 apartments were occupied by around 40 residents. The American Red Cross and the Woodbury County Emergency Services are assisting with shelter, food, and other resources for the displaced residents. No injuries to residents were reported. However, a dog was found deceased in the building. 2 firefighters also sustained minor steam burns. Crews stayed until the scene until early Thursday morning. The fire is believed to have started in a vacant apartment on the main floor, but the exact cause is still under investigation. And on Friday, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds introduced legislation to promote preschool and child care partnerships. According to a release, Iowa ranks 5th in the nation for access to 4-year-old preschool. While preschool is widely available, some families cannot participate on preschool that only covers portion of the day or requires midday transportation. The new bill would launch a $16 million grant program for preschool providers and child care centers to partner together. That is to create an all-day continuum of care. For Iowa children, permanently offer child care assistance to child care workers and improve preschool quality standards. And on Monday, the Sioux City City Council is expected to vote on a resolution to formally approve a contract for the demolition of 2 historic buildings in downtown area. According to city documents, the contract would go to Herbert Construction in the amount of more than $749,000. That is to tear down 615 and 625 Douglas Street buildings. Earlier this week, the demolition began on those structures, but Sioux City Mayor Pro Tem Dan Moore told KCAU 9 the project has been paused for 2 weeks. This would allow time to investigate saving part of 615 Douglas and the front facade of 625 Douglas. The council meets on Monday at 4 p.m. at the City Hall. And on Friday, the Sioux City Community School District, announced that they have found its next superintendent of the district, Dr. Juan Cordova. The decision comes after an extensive search that processes the start in the fall of 2024. Dr. Cordova took part in a candidate forum last night. He currently serves as the Assistant Superintendent of Instruction for Hazelwood School District in Florissant, Missouri. The board's choice has 30 years of educational experience. Pending the finalization of the contract and board members approving it, his first day on the job is anticipated to be July 1st. Well, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Victor Perez. So, Victor, how's it looking out there?
Overall, a warmer day for the region as we see that most of us have gained at 10 to almost 20 degrees like over in Vermilion. So very warm weather that we've been having after the snow that we had that limitedly impacted some of northern portions of the viewing area out by Sioux Falls. But you see roads have been listed as clear and they're clear all across the region. For any of you folks trying to head out the door late to maybe head down to a viewing party, we'll see the conditions have been fair, but I'll be letting you know about some snow that could be appearing that might impact your Monday and your start of the work week. Back to you, Avia.
Well, thank you, Victor. And staying on the topic of weather, much of the Northeast hit with snow, sleet, and ice as a winter storm made its way from the Midwest through New England over the weekend. ABC meteorologist Samara Theodore is tracking the system from Connecticut.
Millions of people across the Northeast waking up Sunday morning to treacherous driving conditions after a fast-moving storm moved through overnight.
Highways are always very nice. It's the secondary roads, the back roads are always the tricky ones, but, you know, slow and steady wins the race.
In New England, residents busy digging out. Boston getting up to 6 inches of snow in some areas. In northern New England, more than a foot of snow fell.
Cleaning my car off and everything, and it's a job, but I like the snow. Only once in a while.
Overnight, the storm blanketing New York City with 3 inches of snow in just 6 hours. crews out in full force clearing roads on Long Island. North of the city, traffic moving slowly as snow piled up on the highway. In northern New Jersey, 2.5 inches of snow falling on Hackensack's main street before turning to sleet and rain. In Paramus, slow going on busy Route 17 as few drivers venture outside.
I lost traction control and I couldn't get the grip on my wheels.
Before sweeping through the Northeast, this storm system dumped several inches of snow in parts of the Midwest. The city of Minneapolis declaring a snow emergency. Some areas hit with more than half a foot of snow. Several accidents reported across parts of Minnesota as cars spun out on slick roads. And now, 2 more storms are in the forecast this week. One forecasted to bring rain from Texas through to the Tennessee Valley, with the northern edge of that system bringing up to 6 inches of snow to Washington, D.C. Then another storm could bring more snow to New England by Thursday. Samara Theodore, ABC News, Danbury, Connecticut.